Hey, you, welcome back to the channel. So, guys, I sometimes as a bachelor, when I come home, if I have a lot of spare change in my pocket or something like that, I tend to throw it around and put it on the desk. Sometimes it falls out of my pocket, it falls on the floor. and I had this cleaning lady would come by, and she would take all my change that I would leave around, and she would put it in containers for me and things like that. Prior to her, I had a ex girlfriend who would do the same thing. She would, because I creature of habit here, and the ex girlfriend before that, same thing. so, basically, what do you do with that change? So I discovered that when I've had all this change in the containers after they put it in there for me, uh, I noticed to come, I happen to come across, or I start noticing those what they call these Coinstar Kiosk machines. And you've probably seen them. They're in most major shopping places, stores, Walmarts, Albertsons, Winn Dixies, maybe. And they're just all over the place. And now, which is cool, I think this is very big news, they are accepting Bitcoin. Um, or in other words, you can buy Bitcoin with your spare change now. So for those people who, always thought Bitcoin was a scam, or you just didn't really want to take any major risk on Bitcoin, what about now when you take your spare change into these coin machine kiosks, you can purchase some Bitcoin, and it's pretty uh, nice invention there with this thing. Although they're really expensive from an economic standpoint, they're about charge about 10% of your, of the value of your change. But if you're like me, you don't really care. To get rid of that, the labor to take what to do with all this change. I was always, happy to give it up and just give me the banknotes, right? Um, and so this is just a great situation for Bitcoin because it's just going to make it so much more easier and accessible. And here we have what the kiosk looks like beyond the coin. And I'm sure you've seen this machine. Um, and I like it. It also does the gift cards thing. So it used to be you can also buy these gift cards with it, or you can actually sell your gift cards through the machine if you have like gift cards over like $25, I think. But now, as far as I understand, is you cannot sell your Bitcoin through here yet, but you can purchase Bitcoin through it. So you can't sell it, but you can purchase through it, right? So this is this could turn out to be a really good situation for Bitcoin if this catches on, because this is essentially going to become almost like having a Bitcoin ATM in every major supermarket and grocery store across the entire country, right? So in this little article here, it says there's a lot more change out there too than just the $62 million a year that Americans are throwing away. Think of how much money is sitting around in jars and garages and attics around the country. Coinstar and CoinMe are about to help people set those untapped resources free and turn them into capital to keep moving the economy and make us a little richer, make us all a little richer. And I think that's great. I think again that just makes Bitcoin so much more accessible. I've always said that Bitcoin, in order for it to really work, it was going to have to be demand. It was going to have to be vendors for it, significant vendors for it. And I think this counts as a very significant vendor, right? People who are just curious about Bitcoin. It's probably going to be some people just buy some anyway, just to see, what happens, or what they could do with it. And it's so much easier for them to buy it through this machine than trying to, buy it on all the other methods we have available for them to buy it now. And so I think that's going to be, really cool for them to have that opportunity. So want to tell you all about that, guys. I think that's an awesome idea. Guys, tell me what you think. I think this is a big deal. If you like content like this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and until next time, take care.